Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to Super Lorcana World. This is your one-stop shop for everything Lorcana. And today is a beautiful day in the Lorcana neighborhood because we were given information regarding Organized Play Plans 2025 World Championship. We have some news. We know that competitive Lorcana is starting in April. It's only a few months away. So let's see what information we found out. And let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Of course, please like and subscribe. I'll bring you all this news. I'll continue to do it. With the launch, blah, 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 blah. I can't talk, oh my goodness. Daily Lorcana is finally kickstarting its competitive season, launch in North America and European circuits this May. Oh, it says April here. Okay, whatever. April, May. The Disney Lorcana Challenge will include events ranging from local tournaments to regional championships, culminating in an invite-only World Championship in 2025. That sounds very Pokemon-esque with the League Cups and League Championships to the regional championships. That sounds very Pokemon-esque. So far, I like what I'm reading. The challenge begins with regional level challenge events. Those who win at this level will qualify for the North American Championship or the European Championship planned for this 2024 holiday season. These are regional finals, and top performers from this will be playing for invitations for the 2025 World Championships, which will be happening as part of a wider open event. Ravensburger also confirmed that there will be additional chances to qualify for the championships to be announced at a later date. Things like prize support, exactly how qualifying for events will work, and how to register to take part will be available on the Lorcana site from this March. So a little bit of a timeline here. Let's see what else they have to say. Alongside this, Lorcana will also be running new sub championships starting in April and qualifying local game stories. These aren't connected to the regional championships, so they do offer exclusive promo cards and playmats for those who do well. For his first sub championship, the top two players will both receive copies of an exclusive Enchanted Rare Stitch Rockstar, as well as a matching playmat. This, by the way, this thing, very cool. By the way, this is the Shift Stitch, which I want to talk about very soon, actually, because I find it really interesting that Lorcana Ravensburger picked this card. Anyway, since the launch of first chapter in August, Lorcana's been primarily focused on cultivating local scenes that prioritize and supporting content that introduce new people to the game, although stores do run their own competitive events as well. The big question is blah, 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 stuff and things. Nothing crazy. The rest is just prediction and mumbo-jumbo talk. So, what do we know? We know big tournaments are starting soon. We know that the prize card is this Stitch, and the mat is this Stitch. That's what we know. We know that Ravensburger will give us multiple ways to qualify for the championships, which is really cool. So the regional level champions who win at this level will qualify for North American Championship, and then from there you go to the 2025 World Championships. In that sense, it's like Yu-Gi-Oh! In the sense that you got to do well at regionals, then nationals, and then you go to Worlds. But you can also qualify, supposedly, with the local tournaments, I guess, maybe? I don't think so. I think I'm just making that up. I'm being hopeful, but that doesn't seem like the way it's going to work. The local thing, I think they even said down here, set championships, these aren't connected to regional. Okay, I lied. I'm sorry. I'm a liar. I'm still getting my facts straight. But yeah. Anyway, it looks like regional nationals championships. So it's Yu-Gi-Oh! At the very least. So, now that we know the bare bones, let's ask the important questions. Why did they pick this Stitch? That's the first question I have. And I can show you why I asked this by just taking a quick little peek here at Stitch. Stitch. This did not work out the way I thought this was going to work. Oh my god. Rockstar. Okay. As we know, we already have an extremely expensive Stitch Rockstar promo. They picked something with an alternate art, which is cool. But, like, it will never be authentic max rarity. Some people will be like, yeah, no problem, this is the cooler art. But it won't truly be the max rarity. Like, they could have picked any of the cards that weren't D23, and it would have been a win. But they picked Stitch. I don't hate it. Stitch is a fan favorite. It just boggles my mind why they picked that card. Anyway, so that's fine. My next question is going to be, how many regionals are we getting? In order to qualify for North American Championships for the 2024 holiday season, there's got to be regionals. There's got to be a lot of regionals if they want this North American Championship to be a big tournament, right? So what I'm interested in is how many regionals there will be. Will they be truly taking a page out of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Book and having regionals every single weekend in different areas all around? Is that a thing that's going to happen? Or is it going to be, a little bit like Pokemon, where regionals in particular are a little less, a little more scarce, not quite obsolete, but you have multiple regionals every month, type of deal. So I'm curious. I'm curious to know what the game plan is for that. That's my big concern in terms of that. And my third question is kind of like a side piece. In Yu-Gi-Oh! And certain other card games like Pokemon, you can travel worldwide and like participate in whatever you want, and it all does the same thing. Certain card games I'm into, like Bandai card games, for instance, are sort of opposed to that. You really can't just play in another region's events. It's not a thing you can do. We used to be able to do that, and then it just didn't happen. So Bandai said no at that point. So I'm wondering if Ravensburger is going to implement that, or if it's going to be anyone can play anywhere. Like maybe you can win a regional in North America, qualify for Worlds in the European Championship, or vice versa. Or maybe you can go to both the North American and European Championships. Maybe you can do that. I don't know. And I guess the fourth question, and this one's more addressed to the rest of the world. What about the rest of the world? It's not just North America and Europe. There's other areas of the world that, want to play Lorcana, right? So, like, what happens in those areas? Is there going to be similar things, or is that going to be a 2025 problem? These are all questions that we don't have the answers to right now in terms of the greater scale of things. And there's minor scale, which is like, will there be sideboards? Will these events be play Swiss rounds and then top 8 cut? Stuff like that. They did verify in the Discord that the top 4 prize card is Stitch, not just top 2, which is really cool. So I don't think this Stitch is going to be an overly expensive card. Like, not as expensive as it could be. And I don't know if I like that or hate that, because if this is the same prize card that gets distributed in terms of, store championships and the regionals, if it's the same card over and over again, well, depending on how many events they have, they could run the value of this card in the ground, which isn't a bad thing in itself. But I know collectors, to a certain extent, or people that might want to like resell for value later on into this card's life cycle, might be a little bit turned off by it. Again, there's not enough information. We have just the bare bones now, and we know Ravensburger is coming out with more in January, I believe. So that's the news. We finally have our first look at competitive play. I don't hate what I see. I don't hate it. They're doing more casual events, which is kind of, as well as regionals, which is kind of Pokemon-esque. But it's also following the Yu-Gi-Oh format in terms of regionals, nationals, worlds. Which is, by the way, also what Magic does. It's just different terminology. So I think they're on a winning path right now, and we'll see where it ends up. What do you guys think? Do let me know in the comments. And if I misunderstood anything, if I misread something or we found out more information, just let me know in the comments. Anyway, guys, I'll see you later. Bye!